So we got like a dark charcoal metallic truck here. So most people would take sealer, they would seal this area, and then they would take base coat blender or like clear base coat and put over the bedside. So I like to start by wet sanding the whole panel with 600. I wet sand everything with 600 whenever I'm doing metallics. I don't like using DAs with 600, 800. I like to wet sand the whole panel. So then after that, I will come back and I will spray the whole panel with base coat blender. So clear base coat, that's all it is. I'll let that flash off, and then I'll come back and I will start putting in my my base coat. Now, one key thing about blending metallics, you have to have a good paint match. If you don't have a good paint match, you're wasting your time. It's not going to work very well. So you have to have a good paint match. You got to spend the extra money on it. You got to take something to the paint store, let them scan it, let them try and make a good match on it, but you have to have a good match. So we'll get set up here. I'll show you how I do it, get everything sprayed. We'll go from there. Next, so this video will be the giveaway, and it will be the giveaway for this gun here. So I decided that will be the first one. I think we got like 5 guns or something, so we'll do like a gun a week or something like that. But that gun will be the one that's in the giveaway. So you don't have to be a subscriber, but if you are one, then you will be notified of when this video drops. And the only thing you got to do is drop a comment. That's it. Put a comment down there. Doesn't matter what it is. Just make sure you drop a comment. That is the only way you're going to win something, if you put a comment in there. All right, let's get to it. All right, so we have our gun here. This is my 5500. So we have that. We have clear base coat. This is called base coat blender. It's just clear base coat basically. So I will take this and I will cover the whole panel. All right. Let that flash off a little bit. And it's a little strong. So all right, so after you've wet sanded this panel, or you've used, if you want to use 600, 800, whatever on there, you put this on so that way whenever you paint it, the metallics do not sit in the sand scratches. They sit on a smooth surface. There's nothing disrupted about it. It's on, it's even, so that way your metallics have something to bind to. Now a lot of people will come through and they will spray this as a wet bed. So I just sprayed it and then they will come back and then they will start spraying into it. I don't like doing that. So I will let this tack off, and then I will come back and then I will start blending my metallic in this area. And if you have any body lines of any type, those are the best areas to stop your blends. Now, I'm not for sure, I might have to get a little higher on this one, I don't know. I got a couple little spots. But if you did not and you was here, you would want to try and stay underneath this line and then kind of feather out each area right there. So we'll get to that after this tacks up, but we'll be back. All right, guys, so we got our base in here. And speaking of a good match, so the first round I got had too much blue. It was too blue. The flop on it was really, really blue. So I had to take the gas lid out over there, send it down. They finally come back, got a pretty good match on it. So that's crazy, that's a coincidence. So all right, so this has been sitting, it's been sitting for a while, at least a couple hours anyway. So we're gonna put our first coat of base over it and then continue going. Now notice, I only did the primer. That was it, just that spot. So I'll come back on my second coat and I'll go just a little bit farther. And then third coat, you know, this paint covers pretty well, so 3 coats should be good. And it's still got a little bit of blue to it, but should be able to blend it in there. But that's how we do it, and then we'll come back after that. All right, so that's tacked up. We'll get our second coat on there. Now if you notice, I went a little bit wider, and then you don't want to get to the end of the panel down there. This is silver on the bottom, so we're not worried about that. So there's really no butt match. And then what you want to do on your third coat, what you can do, is you can take this out and then reduce it another 50%. So if you do that, it makes it even thinner, so that way it blends even better. It's not a hard color going over top of it, so your blend is smoother. That's another way to do it too. All right, so we took the paint we had in here, reduced it another 50%, thinned it out. So now we'll do our final blend, and then we'll clear it. That looks to be about it. So we'll let this flash off, come back, throw our clear on there, call it a day. All right, so we got some clear mixed up here. We're gonna put our first coat on here, get that out the way, let that tack off, get our other one on, and then take a look at it, see what it looks like. Alright, so we're back. We're going to put on our second coat. Finish it up. That's all I put on dealership stuff, 2 coats, you know, personal stuff, three coats, whatever. But we're going to get our second coat on here and get out of here. All right, guys, so we got that second coat on. And looks pretty good. It's not that hard, really. So tomorrow, once we get this thing everything tore off of it, start putting it back together, we'll check it out outside. That way you can view it outside, you know, see what's going on there. We did do the other bedside, the front fender, had to do the rockers. They were two-tone, but I didn't want to go through all that. So also, don't forget to put a comment down below. Don't forget, or you will not be entered in the giveaway. I think the next video I'm thinking about doing is a how-to paint video. Pretty detailed, so you know, like showing you when the clear is melting together, stuff like that, which hardeners and reducers and blah, blah, blah for certain temperatures. So if that's something you're interested in, use that as your comment. Let me know. But hey guys, appreciate it. That's all there is to this. It's not crazy. People make it harder than it sounds. What's going on, guys? So we are back with this truck that we just did on the blending the metallics. So let's take a look at it. So we got it out here. Now, you tell me if you can see where this was blended. Turned out good. Color match is dead on. We did that bedside. This was the other bedside, and this fender. So this whole area here was mashed in, had to be done, blended down in here, and as you can see, that's a perfect match also. So it's not as hard as you guys think it is, as long as you have a good match to start with. That is the main thing. Follow those types of processes. You should not have a problem. It does depend on your gun. You do need a really good gun. I would say you really need a wider pattern and something that's consistent. You don't really need a good gun, but you definitely need a wide pattern and something consistent. But guys, that's it. I just wanted to show you that. Peace.